What's good, YouTube? Chris from Team Innovation here, and I just want to talk about heroes right now going into the new format. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting by saying, as you guys already know, I am a hero enthusiast. I love the deck. I had to find something to drop gadgets for because gadgets just pretty much went downhill. The deck just got cycled out because it's old school. But anyway, we're not talking about gadgets, we're talking about heroes. Anarchy, man. Anarchy is a really great card. It helps promote the OTK, so you guys that do not know what Anarchy does. Pretty much when he kills a monster and sends it to the graveyard, I believe, or when he just destroys a monster in general, you search your deck for a mash card and add it to your hand. Or a change card, so you can get mash change, you can get form change. And I feel like the best way to run them is just add them to your deck as an additional extra deck card, because what he added to the deck was a way to take down beefy monsters with Shadow Mist, because there was a lot of instances where my opponent was summoning a monster 2500 attack, 2600 attack, no, those rogue decks that do things like that. And I had to mash change with the Shadow Mist, but I couldn't do anything. So I just had to let Shadow Mist die, search out Alias or Bowman, and mash change the following turn. Now we're gonna have situations where it's like my opponent summons, let's say for example, monster with 2700 attack. They'll try to attack you. Now you can go into Anki, and now they're gonna hold off their attack. Your following turn, summon your monster because you already sent Shadow Mist to graveyard, summon like an Alias. Attack with Anki, go grab Mass Change. Attack with Alias. You can either Mass Change to a Dark Law or you can Mass Change to a Kova. Anki just open a place for days of deck. Then you can also just go into a fun deck version and do form change. I personally don't like the form change due to the fact that it can be inconsistent at times, and going to a tournament where it's like 8 to 10 rounds, you don't want something that's going to clog your hand, or because form change is not a bad card. It's a card you don't want to open with. But in a 40 card deck that searches a lot, you're going to open with it every so often. So you don't really want a card that can be inconsistent going into a big tournament. For locals, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good card though. Yeah, Onyx is a really good card for the hero deck. Can't wait till we get Blaze, man. Oh my god, I got a whole discussion planned for Blaze, man, and a combo video planned for Blaze, man. So stay tuned for that. And then, you know, we have Ring of Destruction now. Ring of Destruction is a really good card. A lot of OCG players have been running it. I mean, for any OTK based deck, burn cards are chainable. It's really good, and specifically burn cards that destroy monsters and burn damage is it's just amazing. And I don't know why some hero players opt to not run it. I mean, I get it because they don't want to run a risk of going hero lives, pay half, then have to Ring of Destruction. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like the card is really that good. It's a chainable card that pops a monster and burns life. That's everything any OTK deck can ask for. So I don't understand why a lot of hero players don't run it. I think all of us need to run that card. And another thing that's crazy because like a lot of hero players or a lot of us would they won't run the Ring of Destruction. They'll run the Crush Card Virus. Now, I think the Crush Card Virus thing is due to nostalgia because, like, I'm not gonna lie, the Crush Card is an anime card that everyone was like, oh my god, the card is so good, Kaiba used it. But realistically, the card is not that great in Heroes. I mean, yeah, we can tribute off pretty much almost every monster in our deck to resolve it, but what are we really gonna do? We're gonna, okay, maybe possibly blow up a field and hit some cards in a Necroz's hand. What's gonna happen when you play against decks like Ritual Beast? It won't matter. Their fusion monsters can tag out. Their hand is not gonna be unavoidable. Like the card is just terrible in the main deck. And even if you want to argue it's good in the side deck, for one, it's a one of. So if you side it in, if you don't open up with it, it's pretty much gonna be dead. It's the same reason why what's that one card? I can't think of the name right now. The same reason why the card that says tribute one dark monster 2500 or more to blow up all spells and traps your opponent's hand. That's the same reason why that card is not that great at one. Because if you can't, the chances of you it's only good when you open it up. The chance of you opening up with it is very slim. And then not to mention Crush Card is only good against one deck, so honestly I think Crush Card is not that great right now. I mean I might be wrong, but I'm just going based on OCG results and my own personal opinion because no one in the OCG runs Crush Card because the card just ain't that great. And OCG has a big abundance of decks like Trains and a bunch of people playing Necros that runs the big beefy monsters that can hit it. It's just one of the cards like, okay, if you open with it, it's amazing. It might be a blowout card, but that's also counting on your opponent's hand being a certain way. That's also counting on you opening it. If you draw a mid to late game, you're gonna have a situation where it's like, dang, he already has a big beefy monster field already, and I just got this Crush card in my hand. Yeah, I can set it and after the blow up is filled, but I might not have a monster, and it's just like gonna be a dead draw. So I'm like, okay, draw. Dang, now I gotta hope I draw a Shadow Mist. When you can just easily run a card like Mirror Force, and I'm like, okay, cool. Big beefy field, set the Mirror Force. Like cards like cards that require other cards aren't that great all the time, especially when they're 1-0s. So yeah, that's my feel about Crush card. And as far as I want to talk about Heroes' hardest matchup. As far as Heroes' hardest matchup right now, honestly, I mean it's obvious. I'm just gonna say Necros, but not even Necros. Honestly, I don't feel like Heroes even have a hard matchup right now for anything. The main thing we got to worry about is rogue decks. Like I kind of say, okay, Ritual Beast would probably be our hardest matchup because you know they want their stuff banished and they can just tag in, tag out, tag in, tag out. So we can't really hit them per se. And if we're playing the Mirror Force variant, that one guy attacks, you can't actually spell and trap. So I can say Ritual Beast is pretty much the hardest matchup, but even in that deck ain't that hard. But pretty much I think Heroes is a good contender for this format in general, which is why I picked the deck up. Now don't get it twisted, Heroes does have its flaws. Sometimes it can get beat, but at the same time, in the hands of a skillful player, like a lot of you guys and like myself, the deck is deadly. It's really, really deadly. It's just not idiot proof like a lot of decks like Cleaford is, or I want to say Burning Abyss, but Burning Abyss takes some thinking, and I want to say Necros, but Necros takes some thinking as well. Necros is definitely a skillful deck. So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this hero deck discussion. If you did, give a big thumbs up for support. Comment down in the comment section below what are you guys' thoughts on heroes. And of course, I do these videos. I truly believe in helping you guys become better players. And I also do these videos for you guys to help me become better players. This is Chris from Team Innovation signing out. Peace, guys. Have a good day.